My name is Gloria Felter, and I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee today, telling you about the quilt to my right here. It is March 1st, 2024. The name of this quilt is Patty's Worst Nightmare. And it all started with my friend Patty over here. You will see her with her tiny little feet and her dragon coat and her hat. She's been quilting for years, and she's known for this outfit. It doesn't look like that, but the dragon coat and the hat she's known for. And she used to do hand quilting for various customers. And if there's one thing that she decided she was done with and didn't want to do anymore, it was Sunbonnet Sue. So one day, driving home from B, I decided that Patty's worst nightmare would be if all of her friends, her quilting friends, turned into Sunbonnet Sues and started to chase her. So there's Patty in what looks like a parking lot to me, and in the background you can see the skyline of Knoxville, and all of her friends, all of her quilting friends, on their way to show and tell with their little pieces of fabric. Anyway, each of these represents either a quilter I've never met, but you know, some anonymous quilter, or more specifically, somebody I know. And most of the pieces, most of the people are done based on the type of quilts that they do. This one, for instance, is all made from tie fabric, from men's neckties, because one of our friends wrote a book on making quilts from neckties. So there she is in her little neckties. This is our friend Nelly Durand, whose husband is a really big Elvis fan. So you can see Elvis on her dress. And she is famous for a technique known as ortwork, is what she calls it. You take snippets, sprinkle them all over a piece of fabric. You lay down a piece of tulle on top of that, and then stitch it to death. So her hat is ortwork. And somewhere over here, oh, this is Tuna. Tuna also has a show in this quilt in this exhibit. Her dress is rusted, because at the time she was making things from rusted fabric. So this is Tuna. If you notice anyone with a orange bonnet on, they are known to me to be a Lady Vols fan. The typewriter keys up here represent our newsletter editor for years, Becky Harris. And you can just look at the whole thing and you can sort of pick out who's who. What else do I need to tell you? This is Mary Kay Waldvogel up here with the blue bonnet on, because it's got antique tools, quilt making tools printed on there. And I just kind of found fabric that, you know, represented people or the quilts that they make. This is Allison, who makes double-sided quilts. The front will be one color and the back will be another color, because she didn't want to do that, really. So she puts what she likes on the back and she puts something else on the front. And also there was some stuff that I just had in my stash. There is some Star Trek fabric. This represents a friend of mine who told, the first time I met her, she said she had gone to a Star Trek convention dressed as a Cardassian. So she gets Star Trek. But I also had in my stash this Star Wars stuff, and I got to thinking about it, and I realized that if you look at Darth Vader's helmet, it is a bonnet. That's what it is. So I don't know who this woman is, but I'm scared of her, whoever she is. I don't know. And I don't know what else I got on here, but that's just the way it goes.